Hello, good evening. I realized I hurt my vocal cord. I lost my voice, so that's why I didn't do the episode yesterday. I'm still recovering, so probably I have to end early today because my voice is still recovering. But I want to do this episode because I've just so many things, things that I want to share with you. So I went to a political meeting and got a lot of inspiration. For example, this coronavirus situation, the federal government send a lot of money to each state to help out the states, right? So they're wondering how to spend all that corona money, COVID money. Uh, my suggestion is this: just like permanent fund dividend. Actually, it was not my idea. Somebody else came up with this idea, and I agree with that idea. Okay, just like in Alaska, we have permanent dividend fund. Every year we get like about $1,000, about. Okay, so yeah, just like that, just get rid of that money, give everybody $1,000. That's what I would do. Why? Because it's simple. So I think, but this federal corona money that's meant for non-essential business, the business that had to shut down. Okay, or maybe landlords, landladies, because people cannot pay the rent, right? Yeah, I guess that's what it's meant for. So there has to be application and review process, so that there's no fraud. Yeah, I understand the rationale behind it, but I will just give money to everybody equally. Why? Because what happens is this: they hand out to some big deep pocket money manager, right? And not many people know about this application process, so money just sit there, and this money man pockets it. It stays there. Okay, so that's why it's better to distribute equally to everybody. Okay, why? Because if money is distributed to everybody, like $1,000 each to everybody, then people will buy things and they will help a small business. So it's about circulation of money. Okay, so yeah, that's one thing. Second thing, this I looked up this spruce bark beetles in the Wikipedia. Okay, they do live in dead trees too. Okay, so uh, the one idea to solve this problem is this: we have timber company, yeah, who fell trees, timber companies. Yeah, let them cut all the dead spruce trees. Why? Because we'll take a break, okay, and we'll talk about that because there's multi-layered solution. Okay. Okay. So I was driving to this political meeting. Let's keep it nice and close because I cannot raise my voice. Okay. So I was driving to this meeting, political meeting, after work, like 7 o'clock p.m. And while I was driving there, it's like 30 minutes away. So uh, what would I talk about for 3 minutes? Let's talk about spruce tree beetles. So, and I got some ideas when I was driving. Okay. So, uh, trees what that spruce beetles killed, they're still good trees. Why? Because spruce beetles only live in on the surface, bark. That's why they call it bark beetles. Okay, that's the only thing they eat. So, if we fell the tree killed by beetles, you just strip off the bark, okay, and then you have still good timber, okay, and we can sell it, all right? And people do not want, okay, three things bad about these spruce beetles. First, it look bad. The dead spruce trees, it look horrible. So, second, they're spawning ground of the bark beetles. They live in there. They live in dead trees. Okay, until all the barks are gone. Okay. So we need to get rid of them. Third, they're fire hazard because the trees are dead, right? So that's dry. They fall over, or okay, or and they're very dry dead trees. So they fall over, cut the electrical line, and start fire, or thunderbolt fire, whatever. Okay. So yeah, we need to get rid of them. Okay. How? Yeah, coordinate with the timber industry and local governments so that timber companies can cut those trees for free. Okay, and individual landowners, they want to get rid of those dead trees. Why? They look bad, and they're spawning ground for these beetles. Okay, yeah, so yeah, let them get it for free. Timber companies. Okay, so then what do we do with this tree bark? We need to strip them, right, to get rid of those beetles and its worms, right? Yeah, baby beetles, worms. Just strip them instead of burning them. Okay, we can pulpify it or boil it. Okay, and then feed to Alaskan moose farm. Moose. Why? Moose, they love tree barks. That's what they eat many times. Okay, yeah. And this soup of worms and beetles, yeah, moose will eat them too. Good protein, right? Good protein source. So yeah, we gotta. Then we can, without burning tree barks, which will pollute the air. We are recycling the tree barks and feed it to Alaskan moose. We'll make moose farm, right? And we get rid of the spruce tree beetles. We farm Alaskan moose, and we have free timber to build buildings, houses. So that was the idea. Okay, so yeah, let's take one more break. I have to. I'm recovering. All right. Yeah. Today is a lot better than yesterday. So it will take about a week. All right. So I heard my vocal cord before. Okay. Yeah. All right. So yesterday, what I ended up doing is I went to YouTube instead of watching making this episode yesterday because my voice was gone. Right? Why did my voice gone? I sang too much over the weekend in karaoke in my house. Sang too much, and also I went to that protest event as a neutral observer. And hey, would you like some free flowers? Would you like my campaign card? Yeah. So that's how I lost my voice. Let me charge my phone. So yesterday I ended up going to YouTube and studying some prime number theorem proof. Okay, so I got the overview of that. I kind of got the general idea how they proved it. Okay, so that's what I did yesterday. Right? Yeah. What else? Some friends of mine suggested that I have very interesting biography. So they suggested me to me that I tell people my mini biography, and that's what I did in today's 3 minute speech. Actually, they kindly and generously gave me like 5 minutes because local meeting, you know. So yeah, it was good. I tried to be as entertaining as possible, so they liked it kindly and generously. Yeah, yeah. Lost my voice. If I want to sing, but I cannot sing because I lost my voice, I whistle. Yeah. Yeah. So this coronavirus situation hurt a lot of people, right? So I guess federal government, what they try to do is that they want to help out who hurt the most, right? So I understand the rationale, but if I was legislator for Alaska, I would push for just giving the same money to everybody. Why? Because that's gonna help small businesses get back on their feet. Because when people have money, they can pay bills, they can pay rent, and also they can buy things. Okay, I think that's the best way to go. Just give the same money. You have like what, $1 billion, and there are like what, 1 million people in your state. You have 1 billion corona money from federal government, and in your state you have $1 million people. Then yeah, everybody gets $1,000. Okay, I think that's the best way to do it, right? Because otherwise it get delayed, and people don't know about application process, so then deep pocket people get to take that money because nobody's claiming it. Okay, yeah, interest and principal together. So yeah, probably best way is just give the same money to everybody. Okay, so yeah, this I think it's the best way to go. Now, what else? Do I think I have a good chance of winning this Alaska State Senator primary? I think so, and I tell you why. Okay, all right, we'll take 5 minutes. Okay, so I gotta take frequent voice break. Okay, nowadays slowly recovering. Okay. So. Okay. So how can I win this election? I think it's because of this. I'm going to classes, and uh, this weekend there's some public event, and I'm gonna do the same thing again. I'll buy flowers and ask them, "Do you want some free flowers?" If they say yes, I give it to them, and then I ask, "Would you like my campaign card?" Because I'm running for Alaska State Senate, and most likely they will say yes. Okay, so yeah, and a lot of people also know me uh, because I write like articles to local newspapers, and I talk call in to local political radio talk shows, and also I go to bars and clubs and sing and dance, right? So many people know me. Okay, so God bless them. That's nice. Yeah, I go to all these political meetings and use my 3 minutes speech to advertise my campaign and stuff, right? So yeah, and so there are how many candidates are there in this district? It's about about towns combined. It's Alaska State Senate district. There are many of them, right? I'm running for this particular district, and how many candidates are there? As far as I know, it's me, incumbent, and one of my friend, and somebody I know, and two more people. About 6 or 7 people are running in this district. Okay, so some of them put up this road sign, right, and there's some financial backing, and also hand out all these campaign materials, right, free stuff, right? Yeah, but I'm not doing any of that. The only thing I'm handing out is my campaign card. Okay, but when I give a speech, I tend to entertain them because I know how to. I have a performer background, right, and I'm a comedy writer and also comedy actor. So I know how to do entertain people. Okay, because I was trained to do that stuff, right? So yeah. So people, I may get some sympathy vote. People may think, well, this guy is not gonna get elected, but I like him, so yeah, I vote for him. Although I don't think he will get elected. If everybody does that, then I win. Okay. So I think I have a good chance of winning. What if I win? I'll do it. No problem. Right? But I'd rather keep my lawyer job at least part-time basis. Why? Because many local politicians that's how they do it. Because politicians they don't local politicians they don't get paid very well. Okay, so they do it. They keep their job at least part-time basis to supplement their income. Okay, yeah, they work very hard, long hours. Me, yeah, I guess I have to do something like that. So I may not be able to continue this YouTube episode if I get elected. Okay, FYI. All right, so because politics, if I get elected, they'll be my public service. Okay, so I'm okay either way. Either way, I will do public service. Either YouTube or politics. Yeah. So would you like to hear my 5 minute speech about my mini minimum biography? They kindly and generously give me 5 minutes. Okay, so sure, I can do that. I think I should. Give me 5 minutes break, okay? Then I give you 5 minutes speech, okay? Mini bio. Okay. I'll start at 34-minute mark and end at 39-minute mark. 5 minutes. Okay. So how was your day? I hope you had a good one. Good evening. My name is so and so, and I'm running for Alaska State Senate for this district. And uh, well, let me introduce myself to you. Nice to meet you. And I was born in Ithaca, New York, when my parents came to study. Uh, my dad finished his economics degree in PhD in Cornell University, Ithaca, New York. Then we moved all back to South Korea, and I grew up there until high school. And I came back to America after when I was like 18 or 19. I had a choice: should I pick South Korea or America? I picked America. Why? Well, America had more money, and also it's bigger, and also America has more freedom, right? So, yeah, I'm kind of Alaska salmon. Okay, yeah, you're born in Alaska, grew up in Pacific Ocean, and you come back to Alaska, America, right? So it was kind of like that. Okay, so and then when I first came back to America, it was Wisconsin. I majored in computer science and Madison, Wisconsin, and after that, I went to Cornell, where I happened to be born in Ithaca, New York, for my PhD in computational biology. Okay, but I dropped out after 2 years because it was too much for me. Okay, I couldn't take it. Okay, after that, I moved to Los Angeles, California to become an actor, and also I got a full-time computer programmer job in Los Angeles. Okay, and I didn't quite make it in Hollywood, right? But I did make a movie, and it's on YouTube. Okay, so after that, I joined the U.S. Army, and as an E4 specialist, junior enlisted, as an electrician for helicopters. So I was in the U.S. Army for 4 years. Uh, I I was trained in Georgia for 1 year. Then I got stationed in Fort Hood, Texas for 1 year. And then I deployed to Afghanistan for 1 year. And then I came back to Fort Hood, Texas, and I stayed there 1 year. And then I got out with GI Bill after 4 years of active duty. So I went to law school with the GI Bill money in Ann Arbor, Michigan. And I graduated in 2 years. So when I was in Michigan Law School, uh, I studied a lot of finance related classes like finance for lawyers, accounting for lawyers, secure transaction, business income tax, partnership income tax, of course contract law, secure transaction, contract writing, financial regulation, investor protection. Okay, so because I wanted to learn about business. Okay, and also yeah, economics for lawyer. Okay, yeah, a lot of business classes. And after I graduated, while I was in law school, I watched television, and I was a huge fan of these Alaska-based TV shows like Yukon Man, Alaska: The Last Frontier. I was so fascinated. So after I graduated, I just came to Alaska without knowing anybody, without any job lined up. I just came because to me, Alaska is all about adventure, the unknown, right? So yeah, I came to Alaska and that was 5 years ago in late May 2015. So ever since I came to Alaska, I fell in love with Alaska and Alaskans. And because Alaska is one place on Earth where we have technological ease, modern technology. We have cars, roads, electricity, running water, and we have fantastic, pristine nature too. Also, to me, Alaska is the last America because we have freedom, unlike lower 48. In lower 48, yeah, you say something that's not popular, you lose your job. In Alaska, it's not like that, right? So yeah, so yeah. So I'm running for Alaska State Senate for this district. Thank you. Good night. Bye. So that was the 5 minute speech. Let's take a break, okay? And then maybe we'll talk about some mathematics. Okay? Okay. Okay. Uh, Mathematics, yeah, we'll talk about it later. Okay, so let's talk about this spruce tree beetles. So beetles, larvae, the grubs, yeah, they're edible mostly. Okay, why? Because they feed on dead trees or tree barks. Okay, so most beetles, larvae, grubs, they're edible. Also, cicada grubs, cicada larvae are edible too. Okay, yeah, they feed on the trees and tree root sap. Okay, and they're high protein. Okay, so Alaska moose, yeah, they can eat them. Okay, because I mean spruce beetle larvae, people are not gonna eat them, right? But and people are not gonna eat this dead spruce trees barks. People are not gonna eat them. Okay, back in the days when the famine happened, yeah, people used to eat tree barks during the famine, right? Because most trees they are not poisonous. Some tree barks are edible. All right. Yeah, but moose, yeah, they love tree barks. Okay, and they will have no problem eating this ground grubs and beetles, larvae. Moose, they don't care. Okay. Yeah. So that's the idea. Mathematics. So yeah, I have some shallow, superficial understanding about this prime number theorem. Its proof, right? Yeah, it was cool. It was very smart. Yeah, Chebyshev and something like Hadamard, Poussin, okay, they all contributed to proof of this prime number theorem. And Hadamard and Poussin independently proved that theorem, largely thanks to Chebyshev, Legendre, Gauss, Euler, and Riemann, right? They say Riemann zeta function. No, it's Euler function. Euler zeta function. Okay, Euler is the one who came up with that function. Riemann, he just generalized it to complex number. Okay, so, which is very good. Okay, so I have some superficial understanding of this proof of this prime number theorem, very shallowly, right? 'Cause I don't want to state it in too much detail, right? I don't have time, right? But yeah, it was inspiring. So do I have some idea how to go about this problem, gold box conjecture? I don't, right? Not yet. We'll keep trying this, okay, in our spare time. But I'm doing politics in order to save the world. Okay, this world needs to be saved. Right? So my priority nowadays is politics, not mathematics. Okay. Because I have all the solution there need to be for all the problems in the world, right? I just need some prominence, power, fame, so that the solutions that God gave to me will be shared with the rest of the world. Okay? And it takes some effort. I will keep trying. Right? Yeah. I do what I can to save the world. Do you? Yeah. Let's save the world together, okay? I mean, if you're here with me, yeah, you're part of this. We are doing our best to save the world, okay? Yeah. So thank you for your contribution, for your time. We have a cause. Save the world. Okay, that's our cause, our purpose. Because politicians out there, they're good. Okay, I like them. Okay, local politicians, yeah, many of them are my friends. Okay, they're cool. It's just that they don't know what we know. All right, yeah, that's why we have to do it ourselves. Run for elections, right? The least we can do. Yeah, I'm just unwinding after this, uh, my day job and political meeting, right? Yeah. All right, let's take 5 minutes break. Okay, so and we'll wrap it up soon. Why? I need some vocal rest. Okay, so I'm still recovering. Okay, so let's just fantasize a little bit. Let's imagine, daydream. All right, if I do get elected as United States, I mean not United States, but Alaska State Senate. All right, yeah, kind of remind me of that Back to the Future movie. Oh, Mayor! I like the way it sounds. Oh, Senator! Oh, I like the way it sounds. So, most likely I will have to hire legislative aid, right? And probably I'll hire one of my friends. Okay, why? Because I talked to many legislative aides. Yeah, some of them didn't go to college. Okay, yeah, nowadays knowledge is free. The entire knowledge of the universe is in your cell phone, internet. Okay, yeah, you can learn. Okay, no problem. Do I know much about legislative process? I do because come on, I went to law school. Okay, yeah, we learned that stuff. How law is made. Okay, yeah. So for my legislative aid, all that it takes is to know how to read English. That's all it takes. Okay, because everything else they can learn from their cell phone, internet. Alright, so yeah. I just hire my friends, okay, with high school diploma, okay, because I know what they have to offer, okay, so yeah, yeah. So who? Well, I have many friends, okay, but some of my friends are bouncers in the bar clubs, okay, and some other friends with college degrees. But probably I will hire somebody who have only high school diploma, or I don't know what their background, detailed background is. Okay, because I know they are very smart people. All right, education level is doesn't matter. Why? Yeah, if you can read English, you can learn legislation process. Okay, because yeah, I talked to legislative aides for employees of incumbents, state level legislators. Okay, yeah, so they kind of draft this idea legislation. Then they're these lawyers, government lawyers. They are the one who help shape, because I read this legislation. Yeah, I can tell who wrote this. They are lawyers. Okay, so governmental agencies, state governmental agency, they have those lawyers, government lawyers. Okay, so yeah, they are the one who help out this draft legislation. So my legislative aides, they don't have to, legislative assistants, they don't have to have college degree. No, all they need is how to read English. Okay, then what's my criteria? Yeah, uh, they should have a good heart, ethics, morality. That's the only thing that counts. If I hire somebody, if I get, I'm, we are writing a novel, okay? Yeah. If I get elected as Alaska State Senator, yeah, you'll be one of my friends who didn't go to college, but who have good ethics, morality, good heart, all right? And yeah, they will be with me down in Juneau, capital of Alaska. Okay. They're guys. Okay. Because yeah, we'll take 5 minutes break. Okay, and then we talk about some more. Okay. But most of my friends are guys. Okay. Why? Because I'm not popular among girls. Okay. Girls don't like me very much. Okay. Maybe some of them can't resist. We'll take 5 minutes, okay? We'll talk more about that. Okay? Just give me 5 minutes. Okay. So I'm a straight guy, right? I'm a straight man, so if I have a female legislative assistant, yeah, not a good idea, right? I'm a single straight man, so if my employee is female, yeah, I don't think it'll work very well. Okay, so if I hire a legislative assistant as Alaska State Senator, it will be a male, so that there's no distraction. I'm a straight single adult man, right? So if my employee is another male, then yeah, we can get some job done. Okay, so because I'm straight, right? If my employee is female, then there will be too much distraction on my part. Why? Because I'm single adult male, right? So I'm not sexist, misogynist. No, it's just that I'm single guy, right? So yeah. Or it could be mature female with, with husband and kids, and even grandkids. Yeah, they can, they will work. Mature female with husband and children and grandchildren. Yeah, that can happen too. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so yeah. Because you know, hear some interesting story. Okay, I tell you. Because I'm single adult male, when I see a single lady, no matter what age level they are, I ask them out. Okay? After I ask them out, I mean, why do I ask them out? Well, I find them attractive, and I know they are single, and I'm single, and they kind of like me, right? The single females, but after I ask them out, uh, they don't like me. They don't like me anymore. They kind of start to distance from me, and that's my experience. Okay, yeah, women. I don't understand women. Okay, I kind of do because I'm a humanologist. They like guys just a little bit sometimes, but not that much. So when after I ask them out, they run away from me. So yeah, why? I guess I scare them away. Why do I scare them away? Like the movie Mask, Jim Carrey, his landlady, a big nothing. That's me, a big nothing. I'm give them impression of something very huge, but I'm nobody. So they don't know what to think of me. They do not know what to think of me, so they get scared. So they run away. Okay. Right. A big nothing, right? Yeah. Some jokes. Okay. Are we ready to get back to mathematics yet? The thing is, I don't have any new idea about this Goldbach's conjecture proof. I just don't. This folding concept. Uh, probabilistic approach using that prime number theorem. Yeah, pi x when x goes to infinity becomes x over log x, right? Yeah, I get it. Although I didn't fully study the proof thereof. But yeah, it's slowly increasing. Okay, okay. X over log x. How interesting. Yeah, log x is slower and x is faster than log x. So. And log x is inverse function for exponential function. It's proven. So how do we take advantage of that in Goldbach's conjecture proof or disproof? Probabilistically. In conjunction with this folding concept, what's the odds? This rare big prime number, when you fold it in half, it lands on another prime number with the smaller half. What are the odds? Is probability more than zero? Then there will be Goldbach's conjecture proof. Kinda. Okay. Kinda, not exactly. But. So your big prime number and smaller prime number. Yeah, so P1 is equal to N minus P2. Alright? Alright. Yeah. Kind of symmetry, right? We talked about symmetry before, right? Of this prime number. But I erased, yeah, I did write down somewhere in my notebook, okay. So, no, the whiteboard is all gone. Okay. What was that symmetry about? Like 3 months ago, right? Maybe I should look up my old notebooks and try to remember what that is. Because if we can prove Goldbach's conjecture, then I have a very good shot becoming the president of the United States next year. Okay. With President Trump, he's not doing very well in the poll. Okay. But if we prove Goldbach's conjecture, then I'll be very famous and I will have a very good shot becoming the president of the United States next year. Okay. Of course, even if we prove it and publish it, to get it recognized, it will take some time, right? Yeah, I know. Still. Okay. We'll take about 5 minutes break. Okay. And then we grab a whiteboard and explore this concept of folding. Okay. Alright. Alright. I know what to do next. Okay. I have it in my head and I'll share it with you. Give me like 10 minutes, okay? Yeah, it's about time to erase this guy, okay? This guy been there for very long and it looks pretty, but like hepari jellyfish. Hepari is Korean word for jellyfish, okay? Kind of look like numbers raining down, umbrella kind of. But yeah, it's time to let it go, okay? I took picture of this. It's out there, okay? So now, some friends of mine who really care about me, they suggested to me that, hey, you have this old Facebook post that could be embarrassing to you. Get rid of them before it becomes a big issue. I don't think I will. Okay, I thank you. I thank them for their suggestions, advices, but uh, because some people, alright, they write down some controversial Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever messages, and if it become a big issue, they get rid of it. But somebody took screenshot of that and publish it, so it doesn't work anyway, right? So then what would I say if what I said back in the days become a big issue? If I become elected as Alaska State Senator, I was like, yeah, yeah. Also, my friends gave me what to say, advice about what to say. Okay, I listen to my friends. I listen to my friends. Okay. Yeah, I would say, yeah, yeah, that's what I used to say, think about. Okay, and that's what I said. But my view has evolved. Okay, I softened up. I talk to more people, listen to more people, so I don't have the same view. Okay, so and the old post, I'm not gonna get rid of it because by now he became a big issue. So obviously some people took picture of that, right? Yeah, so I don't bother. I'm not gonna bother. I don't have time to get rid of all these old posts, right? So it was what it was. Okay, now it is what it is. I have changed. Okay, if I hurt your feelings, I apologize. Am I those? Do I have the same opinion? Maybe, maybe not. I'm not gonna tell you why. Because I value freedom of thoughts and freedom of opinions, ideas, diversity of diversity of ideas. Tolerate me. Okay? Yeah. Tolerance, liberty. That's America. Okay, so I mean, I took advice from my friends and I add my own stuff. Okay. So, okay. Enough. So we have zero. We have some number e, even number. Okay. So e is even number. Half of e. And then you have some small prime number p1 and big prime number p2. Okay? And p1 plus p2 is equal to this even number. Goldbach's conjecture, right? It says there is at least one pair of prime numbers whose sum is equal to this particular even number. Okay, so and from here to here, and that's p1, and from here to there, okay, that's p2. Okay, it's symmetric. You're folding up, right? And p1 and p2 coincide. Goldbach's conjecture states that there's at least one pair of these two primes. Okay. I'm gonna take this tie off. Okay. There's no need. I just wanted to show you suit and tie. Okay, that's all. Okay. We'll wrap up real soon. Okay, so back in the days, we used to examine this symmetry, right? Yeah, kind of look like this shellfish, clam, right? Like this. Yeah, we used yeah, back in the days. About 3 months ago. Can I find that in my notebook? Ah, no clue. Adjacency, non-adjacency. Okay. Oh, okay. I got it. Okay, okay. Yeah, I did write it down. Adjacent prime summation symmetry theorem. We actually proved something, huh? Okay. Okay. I get it now. Okay. So to me, Goldbach's conjecture proof is part of my presidential campaign effort because if we end up proving Goldbach's conjecture, then we'll be famous and we'll have more chance to become president and White House staffs next year, 2021. Okay, so it's part of a president's campaign. Okay, so I know it sounds outlandish. Yeah, it is, but whatever. I'm running for Alaska State Senate, trying to prove Goldbach's conjecture, and I do my best to become the president of the United States one day. Right. My goal next year. I know it's a long shot, but at the same time, I'm Christian. I believe in miracles. Okay, we shoot for the moon. Okay, so we do the best we can. So between E over 2 and E, there is at least one prime. That's Chebyshev theorem, Bertrand Chebyshev theorem. Okay. Yeah, Professor Erdos gave us very beautiful proof of that, right? Oh no, it's not. What did Professor Erdos prove? Yeah, it was Bertrand Chebyshev theorem. Later on, Ramanujan proved it. Later on, Professor Erdos proved it. Okay, and Professor Erdos proof that's the easiest to understand. Okay, and that's why it's so famous. Okay, huge fan. I really liked his proof. Okay, I don't know in detail, but his strategy, right? Smaller numbers we do direct observation. Bigger number we generalize it and prove it. It was elegant, very beautiful proof. Okay. Huge fan. Hungarian mathematician, Professor Erdos. Huge fan. He was using the central binomial numbers, right? Beautiful. He proved that when he was 19. He was the first published paper of his. Okay. Yeah, mathematical prodigy, right? I'm not that. Okay, I'm slow. I'm 41 years old. Okay, so okay, okay. We'll take 5 minutes break. Okay, and I kind of came up with some new idea. All right, and then I'll share that with you. Okay, so between 0 and e, you have one half of e. Okay, between n and 2n, there's at least one prime number, right? How about the other side? Okay, so I'll share that with you. Give me 5 minutes. Okay, so, interesting. Okay, it's Bertrand-Shape theorem. Okay, so that's what it is. To prove or disprove Goldbach's condition in probabilistic way, just like Professor Erdos suggested to us. Okay? Alright. It's like Professor Erdos's day. Okay, so in memoriam. He passed away like 2 decades ago. Okay, yeah, he'll be very proud of us. Right. Okay. Yeah. Very good. Okay, we're back. Alright. Okay. So, I read these biographies of President Trump and I learned a lot. Right? I did vote for him back in 2016. Okay, so he knows some good stuff. Okay, so yeah, be sensational, try something different, you be famous. He said something like that. Okay, so yeah, I take his advice, and so if I ever become the elected as senator of Alaska, state senate, okay, my legislative aide would be my friend. Uh, Most likely, if we didn't go to college, I don't know. Okay, bouncer or karaoke bar, right? Yeah, it'd be some interesting story, right? Because these friends of mine, okay, they are very smart. Not much formal education, but very smart and very good heart, ethics, morality, common sense. Okay, that's the kind of people we need in the politics. All right, so I know many friends like that, and every one of them. Okay, carpenters, plumbers, bouncers. Okay, they should be the one who should be representing people in politics, right? People with common sense, right? Yeah. So they will be there with me. Okay, they will also be my bodyguards. Okay, so something got in my eye. Okay, let me flush it out. Alright, and then we'll do this. Okay. Okay, so Juneau, Alaska is. I've never been there. Okay, but I heard there's very good dance club there with this lit up floor. I heard about it. When I was in Michigan Law School, okay, about 30 minutes away from where I live, Ypsilanti, Michigan, which is a fantastic town. Okay, yeah, there's this dance club where they have this 70s disco style lit up floor with all different colors. Okay, yeah. I heard Juno has one of those fancy dance club. Okay, I heard about it. I never went to Juno. Okay. But Juno is an interesting place because it's a capital city that's not accessible, not accessible. Okay, it's just way out there down southeast. Okay, you have to fly in, or if you're gonna drive to Juneau from Anchorage, you have to go through Canadian border and then take this ferry ship. Right, that's how you can get to Juneau. Like 10 hours drive, something like that. Never been there, but I heard about them. Okay. Whatever. It's kind of an isolated capital city in Alaska. Okay, Juneau. Interesting. Okay. So the idea is this. You have, come on. Okay? Alright. Let's separate this out. Bertrand Chebyshev theorem, right? You have E over 2. Between n and 2n, you have at least one prime number, right? Okay. But between E over 2 and E over 4, this is at least one prime somewhere, right? And between E over 4 and E over 8, there's at least one prime. Okay? You got the concept, right? It's very logarithmic progression, right? Yeah. So I guess that's why this logarithm comes to play, because this prime number theorem largely contributed by Mr. Gospodin Chebyshev, right? He plays central role in that. Okay, it's not about Riemann. No, it's Chebyshev. Okay, and Euler. Riemann, yeah, he made good contribution, but perhaps exaggerated. It's mostly Riemann and Chebyshev. I mean, not Riemann, Euler and Chebyshev. They call it Riemann zeta function. No, it's Euler zeta function. Okay, and Chebyshev, yeah, he contributed hugely in this prime number theorem. Okay, he didn't quite prove it, but later on, Muzir, Hadamard, and Muzir, Poussin, okay, yeah, French mathematicians, they proved it. Okay, so, but Gospodin Chebyshev, he's Russian, right? And had Euler, he spent a lot of time in Russia. Okay, so I've been to Europe twice. Okay, so once when I was in college, backpack this youth hostel. Right. The other time when I was in U.S. Army, 3 weeks R&R, right? Rest and recuperation. Alright. I stayed in a hotel, fancy hotel. Okay. I got some money saved up when I was in the U.S. Army. Alright. Yeah. Because when you're in U.S. Army, they provide you with this barracks room, and then your clothing, your uniform, your boots, your barracks room, and your food. It's all free. Yeah, defect dining facility. Okay, no problem, right? So you get to save some money when you are in the U.S. Army. Okay, they pay you on top of all that benefits. Okay. Good old army days, right? Okay. So it will be like logarithmic ruler, right? Yeah. You divide by half and half and half and half. Okay. So the prime numbers distribution according to this Bertrand-Chebyshev theorem, it will be like this, okay? Okay? Yeah, logarithmic, going backward, going forward, exponential. Okay? The gap between prime, right? Yeah, they say pi of x is about like x over log x. Okay? So we kind of understand where logarithm plays a role because Mr. Chebyshev, Gospodin means Mr. in Russian. Okay, I'm studying Russian nowadays, right? So yeah, Mr. Chebyshev, he proved this Bertrand-Chebyshev theorem, right? Between n and 2n, at least one prime number exists. Okay, between n divided by 2, at least one prime. Right? Between n over 2 and n over 4, one prime. Yeah, it's like one, one half, a quarter, 1/8, 1/16, one. Yeah, it's like that. Okay, so I guess that's why where logarithm plays a role here. Okay, logarithm. Like half divided by half divided by something like that. Okay, so we are doing mathematics to escape from politics. Okay, we don't want to think about politics. Okay, let's escape. All right. So when we fold this in half, what are the odds of this sparse prime number coincide with these dense prime numbers? What's the probability figure of that? Right, so that's what we are going after. That will be our approach. Okay? Probabilistic statistical approach. Like Professor Eldorsch suggested that we should do. We'll explore that possibility, right? And we'll simplify this model. We'll come up with a simplified model, right? So, okay. Okay. Give me 5 minutes, please. Okay. So, let's assume a world where between n and 2n, there's only one prime somewhere, right? Because this Bertrand Chebyshev theorem says between n and 2n, there is at least one prime. Okay, but we'll simplify that. Okay, let's say between n and 2n, there is exactly one prime. And let us see how it looks like. Probabilistically speaking. Okay? And let's calculate when we fold it up, fold in half, this one prime, one and only prime, coincide with lesser prime. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Because it's an interesting, exotic kind of approach. Okay? Yeah, we want to explore that possibility. Right? Just give me 5 to 10 minutes, right? Okay, so. We're just curious, right? We're just curious, that's all. E means even number. It's not natural logarithm, Euler's number, no. Okay, so any even number. Right. Give me 10 minutes, okay? All right. Okay, we're back. Um, so, our simplified model is this. Okay, uh, it's simpler than this Bertrand-Chebyshev theorem. Okay, they said between n and 2n there is at least one prime. Okay, we're gonna make it easier. Simplify. All right. We'll posit that there's only one prime. Okay. To make it easier. All right. Yeah, it's a weaker theorem. Yeah, but it's simpler, so we'll do it. Okay. There's only one and only prime number between n and 2n. Okay. And when we fold it up, we calculate the probability of this one and only prime somewhere between n and 2n. They coincide with lesser prime. What's the probability of that? We'll calculate that, okay? Most likely tomorrow. Okay? Why? I gotta get back to work tomorrow. I gotta sleep. I'm sleepy, alright? I need some vocal rest. I'm still recovering from my vocal cord injury, alright? I lost my voice, right? Yeah, like Little Mermaid, the Disney cartoon, okay? What can I do without my voice? Oh, you have your gesture, facial expression, your body language, huh? Yeah, just Ursula, this octopus lady, yeah, whatever. Alright. I still have that DVD, Little Mermaid, Disney cartoon. I don't watch it anymore because it's ultra internationalistic. Okay, so yeah, whatever that means. Okay, so we're not gonna go there. Alright, not now. Maybe sometime later. Okay, so what are the odds? How do you calculate the probability? So between n and 2n, we have one and only prime, right? It's easier problem than Chebyshev theorem, right? Bertrand-Chebyshev theorem. We're only counting one between n and 2n, and between n divided by 2, only one. Okay. Between n over 2 and 4 over 2, there's only one. It's logarithmic progression. Okay. Very dense, then lax. Alright? Yeah, we calculate the probability when we fold in half. What are the odds of this one prime here coincide with some lesser prime? Okay? We calculate the probability in the honor of Professor Erdos. Okay? In memoriam. Right? That's tomorrow's task. I will sleep on this. Right? Yeah. I'll try to dream about this. Because when you dream, you don't quite get to decide what you dream about, narrative. But yeah, I'll try to dream. I'll try to dream about this. Okay. I'll sleep on it. Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you. Good night. Bye.